Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are literally obliterated with great news about FSD, the progress that is happening, and we're hearing not only from powerful CEOs of huge companies how impressed they are by the software, but we also hear from government officials that they are actually taking part into real life drivings, and of course they are so happy with the software that their praises are all the way from here to the sky and back. Probably taking Elon Musk's rockets to go to there. Anyway, welcome to the channel. You are watching the Better Future Project, where we are all about sharing positivity, sharing knowledge, and having a good time together. After the visit of Elon Musk to China, we hear only great stuff from the local officials. The FSD is probably going to be fully accepted in China, which is great news for every single person in there. And of course, Elon Musk revealed recently on X that the FSD in Europe is imminent, so it is definitely happening. I don't know how this man can just go around the world and say, hey guys, this is our software. I've been talking about it for quite a while and now we can prove you with some real life results. And oh boy, what results we can see. At the moment around the world there are a little over 1.3 million deaths that are results of direct traffic accidents. So software like that can predict what is happening on the roads in real life, in real time, and stop accidents like that, prevents them, or at least reduce the impact of what they can be, then we are going to benefit as a society. I think every car in the future is going to have some sort of artificial intelligence as a helper behind the wheel. Hopefully full self-driving level 5 is just around the corner. Some of the people from the governments and other officials have been into the cars. Some YouTubers as well have joined this FSD latest version, and they are literally saying it feels like a human. It's literally like a human. That means the car is getting so good outside on the roads that it's crazy not to believe that this software is going to be saving lives. And oh boy, again, it's just amazing to see the progress that it was promised to us, that every 2 weeks Tesla will do a further update of the software to improve it. And yes, they have achieved that. Actually, they have overachieved. And of course, the news that Tesla is going to raise their compute power with 500% is actually not anymore just rumors. It's a fact. This year, Tesla is going to further improve the capacity of their compute power. We do know that they are not anymore engineer restrained. So the next thing that is going to happen is just collect data. At the moment out there is no other manufacturer, no other car company, no other tech company that is currently able to collect that kind of data that quickly, with the result that FSD is already achieving. I don't know how the rest of the legacy automakers are going to catch up, because at the moment it seems like impossible. It's not even about having a second position and looking through a telescope where Tesla is. It's just about that there isn't a second position. No one else is so close to what Tesla is currently doing, collecting data, having enough compute power, and of course the engineers are not anymore a problem. The software is so good that it labels alone and it learns alone, and it's just impressive. Everything that we hear online is amazing. Less and less interactions with the vehicles, and also sometimes there is no interactions whatsoever. And now to the point, if and when FSD is now fully operational and there is a taxi as a service run by Tesla, we have a prediction, and it's hard to figure out which one predicted it first. Is it Tony Seba or is it Elon Musk? But somehow they're entangled, they're together, and it's impressive to see what Tony Seba had to say. He's extremely smart. He's predicted few things that has happened into do pretty much within a year, but the predictions has been made 10 years ago. So the latest prediction is that once the FSD is solved, in his case Tony Seba says autonomous driving is solved, once this happens, he says within 10 years we are going to see more than 95% of all drivings on the road in these vehicles will be autonomous. So I've got to say, guys, that if FSD that is going to be announced on 8th of August from Elon Musk, we're going to find out a little bit more about it. Once we hear what exactly is happening, how far they are, what data they have, I think any government institution and any driver, including me, will be happy to use a service like that. So stay tuned, because the FSD seems to be coming. Autonomous vehicles are already around. We've got Waymo, we've got Baidu, we've got few other that are currently progressing steadily. We've got different levels, including level 2 from Mercedes. So we can see that the technology is developing and is definitely happening. If FSD comes this year or next year, we'll be looking in less than 10 years time until over 95% of all transportations from point A to point B are fully autonomous. So we will find out, we will follow up with Tesla. And also, when you guys decide to invest in different companies, you really need to be able to know what is happening and where they're heading. When we're talking about Wall Street and when we're talking about the way they're investing, is they will not speculate if this software is going to work. They will wait until the software actually works, and then we're going to have this outburst and crazy stock market changes up and down based on what company you are, and this is how Wall Street operates. So for us, the casual investor, of course, do your own research. I'm just saying what I'm doing is I am allocating a portion of my investment portfolio into Tesla, because I believe that this company has a great future, and into the long term it's going to save a lot of lives and is definitely helping the planet. So we are having now a vehicle manufacturer that is here from just over 20 years. It produces the most green cars that are out there. It creates a great safety features. It smashes the market. Number 1 sales Model Y, number 2 sales Model 3. That's in America and Europe. Model Y is number 1 in China as well. And we are looking at this manufacturer that is just playing on a different level. It's in a league of its own. Tesla currently is just building this world, and everyone else is paying rent, just like Dan is saying. If you don't know who Dan is, then make sure that you watch some CNN news. You're going to find out. Anyhow, if you like this content, please like and subscribe my video, click the notification bells, and make sure that you stay tuned. And of course, you watch these videos. Hopefully they will help you with your investment decisions, as long as you do your own research. Until next time, all the best.